Hey guys, welcome to Motolap. I'm Tom, and today we're diving into one of the most important aspects of riding for seniors, and that is mastering cornering safely, efficiently, and with confidence. Because as we get older, our reflexes, flexibility, and balance may not be what they used to be. And riding a motorcycle requires precision and mindfulness, especially when leaning into a turn. So, I've put together 5 key cornering tips specifically for senior riders that will help you stay safe, feel more confident, and enjoy every twist and curve of the road. So, let's start with the first tip, which is all about slowing down before the turn. And this is absolutely crucial because many accidents happen when riders enter a corner too quickly, thinking they can rely on their brakes or skill mid turn. But as we age, our reaction time and braking distance need to be given extra consideration. So, approaching a corner at a controlled speed allows your body and your bike to adjust naturally, giving you time to judge the radius of the curve, the road condition, and any obstacles that might appear. And a good method to implement this is by using the slow in, fast out principle, which means you decelerate before the apex of the corner and then gradually accelerate once you're through it, maintaining traction and stability throughout. And while slowing down, remember to use both brakes smoothly and progressively rather than abruptly, as sudden braking can unsettle the bike, especially if the pavement is wet, gravelly, or uneven. And seniors should practice braking drills regularly to ensure muscle memory and confidence in emergency situations. And this leads us to tip number 2, which is body positioning and posture. Because how you sit on the bike, where you place your weight, and how you lean your body can make a huge difference in cornering performance. So keep your upper body relaxed, your elbows slightly bent, and your knees lightly gripping the tank to maintain stability. And when leaning into a turn, move your upper body slightly with the bike rather than stiffly holding yourself upright, as rigidity can make the bike harder to control. And your head should always be turned to look through the corner toward the exit point, because where your eyes go, the bike will follow. And seniors should focus on keeping their back straight but flexible, shoulders relaxed, and arms loose but controlled. And practicing counter steering in controlled environments can help build this muscle memory, allowing you to navigate sharper corners with confidence. And understanding the physics of leaning versus speed can prevent overleaning, which is a common mistake among older riders who may rely too much on instinct rather than deliberate control. And tip number 3 is choosing the correct line. And this involves entering the corner from the outside edge of the lane, gradually moving toward the inside apex and then exiting back to the outside, forming a smooth arc rather than a sudden sharp curve, because smooth lines reduce the chances of losing traction, improve visibility through the corner, and give you a better chance to react to oncoming traffic, debris, or unexpected road imperfections. And seniors should also pay attention to the road surface for wet patches, oil spots, leaves, or gravel, because even small slips can cause serious falls. And practicing the ideal line in safe, low traffic areas can build confidence and help the rider internalize the geometry of turns. And combining this with proper speed and body position creates a holistic cornering technique that feels natural and safe. And tip number 4 focuses on vision and scanning, which is often overlooked but extremely critical for older riders because our eyes may not react as quickly or see subtle changes in the road as clearly as they did in youth. So always look as far ahead as possible into the corner, scanning for obstacles, changes in light, or the angle of the curve. And use peripheral vision to monitor lane positioning and other vehicles. And seniors should consciously practice keeping their head and eyes moving, scanning continuously rather than fixating on one point. Because the more you see ahead, the more time you have to adjust your speed, line, or posture to maintain control. And if your vision has changed with age, consider regular eye exams and using prescription eyewear if needed, because even a slight blur or delay in recognizing hazards can make a difference at cornering speeds. And finally, tip number 5 is smooth throttle and brake control. And this is where many riders, especially seniors, struggle. Because abrupt acceleration or braking mid-turn can upset the balance of the motorcycle, causing traction loss or instability. So the key is to apply the throttle gradually as you exit the corner, keeping the bike stable and weight evenly distributed. And if you need to adjust speed within the turn, do it gently with smooth, progressive inputs rather than sudden jerks. And remember that counter steering, smooth braking, and throttle modulation work together to maintain a controlled, fluid motion. And practicing these techniques repeatedly in a controlled environment, such as an empty parking lot or quiet roads, can help seniors build muscle memory, confidence, and an intuitive feel for how their bike reacts in different situations. And combining all five of these tips, slowing down before the turn, proper body positioning, choosing the correct line, vigilant vision and scanning, and smooth throttle and brake control, creates a comprehensive approach to cornering that maximizes safety and enjoyment. And over time, as these habits become second nature, seniors can enjoy cornering with the same freedom and thrill they did in their younger years, without taking unnecessary risks. And remember that maintaining your motorcycle properly, keeping tires in good condition, suspension adjusted, and brakes responsive is just as important as rider skill, because mechanical reliability directly impacts cornering performance. And seniors should also consider riding courses designed for older riders to refine their techniques in a safe, structured environment. Because learning from professionals and practicing in real world conditions under guidance can dramatically improve confidence. And in addition to these 5 cornering tips, seniors should pay attention to physical fitness, stretching, and flexibility, because a strong core, good neck mobility, and healthy joints allow for better control, faster reactions, and less fatigue on longer rides. And wearing proper protective gear, including a full face helmet, gloves, jacket, and boots, is non negotiable, because safety gear protects in the event of a fall and can make cornering feel more secure psychologically. And combining mental preparation, situational awareness, and the 5 cornering fundamentals ensures seniors ride not just safely, but also enjoyably, maintaining the thrill of motorcycling well into their later years. So to recap, tip 1 is slowing down before the turn. Tip 2 is body positioning and posture. Tip 3 is choosing the correct line. Tip 4 is vision and scanning. And tip 5 is smooth throttle and brake control. And by integrating these strategies into your riding routine, practicing regularly, and staying mindful of your abilities and the road conditions, seniors can corner with precision, confidence, and safety, enhancing both the performance of their motorcycle and the quality of the riding experience. And remember, the goal is to ride smart, ride smooth, and always prioritize safety without sacrificing the joy and freedom that motorcycling brings. So that's it for today's tips on cornering for seniors. Make sure to practice them gradually, stay patient with yourself, and over time, these habits will become instinctive, helping you handle corners with finesse and confidence. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, safe ride, long life,